What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent patron saints, Thar Dorwin, Colt Seaman, Julius Urado Jr., Thoher, O.M. Gino, Great on Booth, and Ethan Bergeron. Thank you so much for your support, and if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to click the link below in the description to find out more. Thanks again. So, we watched Star Wars Rise of Skywalker trailer earlier. This came out a couple days before, but it came out the day after Micah came up to record. So, fitting, huh?
Yeah.
Damn it. So, all things considered, this is something I think Micah will be very excited about. Because you know who his favorite character is in all the Star Wars universe?
Boba Fett.
Boba freaking Fett. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Boba Fett looks super cool. I'm a Luke guy.
Well, Boba went out like a bitch. Let's be honest. I mean,
I wasn't going to go there out of respect for Micah and the Boba Fett fans.
No,
I get it.
No, even Micah admits it. Even Micah is like such an awesome character, such an awesome design, such a cool backstory. Goes out like a bitch being eaten by.
I never understood that either.
Pit.
I don't understand why they threw him away like that.
Well,
could they just not find a major conflict for him or something?
Well, I think they wanted to, but they wanted to inject. If you'll notice, George Lucas got a lot of complaints from parents that Empire Strikes Back was too dark, too gritty, too adult or adult themed. Whereas parents really wanted to bring their kids to this and see this, and George Lucas, where he had the toy rights to it, really wanted those toy dollars. So what does he do in Return of the Jedi? He has funny deaths, funny dry humor kills, and then little itty bitty creatures that kids will want to buy little plushies of and little toys of. I think that was the start of George Toyboy Lucas's problem. He became more about the toys and less about the story. And I think if he
had some sick toys.
No, I'm not going to say they didn't have sick toys, but an over-reliance on them is effectively what started the downturn in the storytelling, especially when it came to just George Lucas telling the story.
I enjoyed all those movies.
No, I did
the
too.
Original ones.
Well, I did too.
Yeah.
But he still had a studio with the studio still had a noose around his neck because he was tied into a contract. But after it was all over with, he signed a new contract later on saying, I'll make 3 more Star Wars movies, but I want to tell them my way and my way only. Look what we got with the prequels. As much as I hate the prequels, there's some good spots.
I like the episode 1.
I like 3.
Yeah, I like
3's my favorite of the prequels. But episode 1 does have the pod racing scene, which is...
You're damn right. And it spawned off the pod racing video game.
Yes, it did. And it also had Darth Maul. The Darth Maul fight scene. Brilliant.
That's another character. It's like the cool-looking bad guys have gotten kind of shafted. Yeah.
They never last.
Darth Maul was badass.
Actually,
Boba Fett.
Darth Maul is in the Star Wars Rebels TV series.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay.
Well, I know. It's not mainstream. It's not the mainstream movies, but still, at least his character's getting some love in certain regards.
He needs his own damn show. That's Darth Maul we're talking about.
I know.
I was him twice for Halloween.
You were?
2 times.
Awesome. That's
nice.
Cool. But the fight scene in episode 1, a lot of people don't really look into the meat of it. It's actually very well choreographed because Darth Maul, when the fight starts, Darth Maul is on the defensive and he realizes he has to separate them. He has to separate the 2 Jedi, so he goes into a wider room where he can have the opportunity to separate them. And as soon as he does, he then pushes the older one back into the corner and then he kills him.
To me, it's got a lot of everything. It's got the action adventure side of it down with, even in the early parts of the movie with the Jedi on what the fuck is the name of that planet where they meet Jar Jar Binks? Naboo, and doing all that action adventure stuff. It's got the badass lightsaber fights. It's got awesome space scenes. It's got the pod racing. It's got crazy political action.
And that's why a lot of people still go back to that film and enjoy it. However, the clunky dialogue, thank you, Lucas, and the inclusion of and the overexposure of Jar Jar Binks, which I know a lot of people out there say Jar Jar's not that bad of a character.
Whoever said that? I've never heard that before.
Chad?
I don't mind Jar Jar Binks at all.
Wow. Dude.
Damn.
I can't stand him.
If you're going to have a galactic Senate and there's all these different aliens, do you think there's not going to be some stupid-ass, annoying as fuck ones, and one of them's going to be the luckiest son-bitch alive? That's Jar Jar Binks.
Dude, but
He's
still,
lucky as hell.
No, I can understand him being lucky. I just
And
don't
he's an
understand
idiot.
him. No, I just don't understand him being that much of a... okay, we're wasting too much time talking about this. We could go on and on about this, but we have a trailer to watch. This is the Mandalorian official trailer on Disney Plus, streaming November 12th. This is Disney officially getting into the streaming game now, and they are coming out guns blazing. And by gun blazing, I mean holy shit.
Would you expect anything less?
No, I wouldn't. This is Disney we're talking about. This is the big D, and they're about to lay it on top of all of us. They're officially about to just like they're gonna tap it on our foreheads until we submit. I'm sorry. These innuendos and euphemisms have got to stop, and I'm going to. All right, here we go. This is the Mandalorian official trailer. 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry, Chad. Damn. Someone's been headhunting. Carl Weathers. Damn.
Carl,
what did you do? Gina Carano. Hell yeah. Shit. Gus? Sorry. Giancarlo Esposito. I know it's his name.
ooh,
Damn. Holy.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
Wait, is that Werner Herzog? Oh,
ooh.
Don't you agree?
it is! It's Werner Herzog. Holy hell.
That could be really badass, actually.
Dude! Disney. Yes.
I'm so
That
cautiously optimistic, though.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty
It's
dope.
one thing to make a trailer that looks pretty dope. It's another thing to actually not fucking ruin it.
No,
whenever
I
it's-
understand that, but for what this is right now, what they're doing here, this is actually a pretty decent ploy. It's the same thing that Netflix is doing with shows like Stranger Things, shows like Glow, and all this. They're throwing a shit ton of money at these series, hoping to lure more people in to go to Netflix. Now Disney is throwing a shit ton of money at this series here to try and lure people in to watch this, to watch the series as it unfolds, and they're hoping for a certain number of people to sign up just because of this. You see, this is the future of streaming services. The future of streaming services is streaming services effectively paying top dollar for filmmakers and film rights and everything, and putting out like Oscar quality movies. For instance, Mudbound was one that came out on Netflix. Really good movie, by the way, and it actually debuted on Netflix and barely saw any theater, like any like showtime in theaters, and got all these Oscar nominations and everything, and it was a really good movie.
It's weird. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, me either.
No, it's a really good movie. You should give it a watch sometime. It's about two families in the American South, one white, one black, both like decrepitly poor, and it's right after World War II. It's around 1947, 48, I believe, is when it takes place, and it shows the changing into the New South and everything. and the desperate try of the Old South to hold on to its old ways amidst all of the changing of the guard. And it's showing a butting heads, and it shows like doesn't matter if you're black or white. Like poverty is the disease we need to start trying to fight, not each other. To which I can 100% friggin' agree with that. And it goes there, and it has a hell of a fucking ending, dude. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I mean, shit. But anyway, yeah, but Disney, what they're trying to do with this is they're trying to lure people onto their new streaming platform, which
it's a good pitch.
It is. Well,
like
if having access to the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe wasn't enough. Go ahead.
Can we talk about the dude getting closed up in the door? Because that was fucking crazy.
that was good.
That's what we should be talking about this whole time. The rest of it was like, oh, this looks cool. Holy shit.
Right.
That was like fucking Saw or something.
Is that guy actually going to get chopped in half? Is it gonna show
I think
that?
so. Either he'll get chopped in half or he'll be like stuck in there. He'll just like
what's the rating on this series?
Yeah.
If it's TV 14 or MA, I mean, holy hell. It'd
be really cool if they went MA with it. I think it would be badass.
That would be, well, I mean, a bounty hunter, dude. You know, I mean, he's got to be
Jedi.
slaying. Yeah.
He doesn't have to abide by the rules of the Jedi Order or anything like that.
From what we've already seen, like, I mean, there's some pretty fucked up stuff that goes on in the battles in Star Wars and stuff. People die, and it's brutal. Like, it's never up close camera pan on people's heads blowing off or anything, but it very well could. We're protected by camera angles alone in those situations.
Yeah,
I mean, people have been decapitated and delimbed in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, do you know who's playing the Mandalorian, the main character?
Who?
Pedro Pascal, aka Oberyn Martell from Game of Thrones. You know, post getting his head crushed by the mountain. He's playing him.
Good. I missed that guy from the show. Like, he was part of the reason I was like, fuck this. I can't. My dude got destroyed.
But he's playing the Mandalorian, and from what a lot of people are saying, he is the reason to watch this. And I know there's Carl Weathers, Gina Carano, Werner Herzog, and all that, but at the same time, it's just like, Pedro freaking Pascal, man. I mean, the guy is a wonder to watch on screen. Just how dedicated and how into the character he gets.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I mean, I can't wait for this.
It looked great.
Yeah. Like,
visually, it looked like a movie.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
They're going for a movie, but as a series. Like an 8, if they do like an 8 or a 10-part series that has this quality throughout, shit.
Yeah.
I'd be all for it. All right. Well, damn. This was a lot of fun, and I can't wait for this. So, November 12th, I'm probably going to get Disney Plus now because of this. This, and also having full access to literally all of Disney's vault. You pretty much get full access to everything Disney's come out with.
Holy shit.
And that does include the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, it's hard to beat. It's hard to complain about that. God. So, all right, everybody. Thank you all very much for tuning in. And if you want to see more, let us know. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing... Heck, we might make a reaction series out of this when it comes out. I don't know. Just depends on how the cards fall. But thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
I'm Chad.
And we will see you all in the next one. A peace out.